The rebellion is over. Giga Nevada may be seeing some expansion soon. There are two US Gigafactory finalists, and we get a date for CyberTruck's Date with Jay. This is Tesla Tidbits episode number 596 for May 20th, 2020. This show is sponsored by my supporter Richard. If you're in the market for a new Tesla, please consider using his referral code. Ask your salesperson to use code Richard174 or go direct to the web link ts.la/Richard174 and pick up a 1,000-mile supercharging credit for your new vehicle. We start off with the end of the feud with Alameda County, at least for now. On Monday, the county issued a new order permitting the reopening of curbside or storefront retail, manufacturing and warehouses, as well as highly regulated permission for vehicle-based gatherings. This would give the official green light to Tesla to begin full operations again at the Fremont factory, of course, with appropriate measures in place to contain the spread of COVID-19. These include, but aren't limited to, physical distancing for employees and visitors, administrative controls to stagger employees, breaks and continuation of telework for employees that can perform duties remotely, training for employees to educate them on limiting the spread of COVID-19, and disinfection protocols for routine and deep cleaning. There are a couple of very interesting pieces of this still in play, though. Firstly, will be how quickly Tesla can ramp up the production of the line to previous levels, if those previous levels can even be obtained with the new restrictions. The second piece is whether Tesla will continue with its lawsuit against the county now that the factory is fully permitted to open. I would hope this would be dropped, but there's been no word yet from Tesla on whether this will be the case. Next up, courtesy of Teslarati, we may see the long-dormant expansion of Giga Nevada fire back up again if comments from Panasonic's earnings call are any indication. During the call, Panasonic CFO Hirokazu Umeda said that they were, quote, seeing strong demand from Tesla, end quote, and related to that in regards to expanding the factory as a result that, quote, we are in discussions right now, end quote. The last expansion of Giga Nevada was completed back in 2017 as best I can find, so it has been quite some time since the last level up for the battery factory. This is also interesting from the standpoint of that in 2019, Panasonic and Tesla were on course to have another expansion, but that was quashed between the two parties. It'll be good to see it get finished completely, as I suspect in order to satisfy demand for all four vehicles the world over, except in China, they'll need that expansion to happen if they want to deliver new vehicles in anything approaching a timely fashion. CNBC reporter Phil LeBeau reports that despite Texas seemingly having the next US Gigafactory locked up, they're not the only ones remaining in the chase to land it. Last Friday, he tweeted, quote, CNBC has learned Tesla has zeroed in on Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Austin, Texas as two possible locations for the company's next Gigafactory, end quote. I still think Texas is a lock at this point, with Elon saying during the last earnings call that Battery Day would be held in either Nevada or Texas. Tesla has nothing in Texas. It would make no sense to hold it there, unless there was more to that story. Seems we'll have an answer soon, so I'll keep you posted. Lastly, on the news front, @FalconHeavy reports on Twitter that the episode of Lenos Garage that will feature the CyberTruck will air on May 27th at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Cannot wait to see this. Any new footage of CyberTruck is always a good thing. Finally, for today's show, I wanted to acknowledge that May marks the 4th anniversary of the show. I don't know that I ever thought this show would be this big or go this long, so thanks to everyone out there that listens and supports the show. I'm so glad that you all find the show useful and entertaining. If you'd like to support the show, there's many ways to do so. First, please never feel obligated to do so. You'll always get the flagship version of the show no matter if you support or not. It is and always will be available for everyone. However, if you have the ability, please do consider heading over to patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits and supporting the show at a level that makes sense to you. Whatever value you feel I've provided to you, please feel free to contribute that back. Another way to support the show is through my newest connection with Pure Tesla. They make pre-formatted storage solutions for your vehicle that permit you to enable Sentry Mode. Their solutions are built with microSD or SSD technology, so they're more reliable and longer lasting than a standard USB drive since they're built for the punishing write volume that a dashcam demands. Using my referral code gets you a cool product and me part of the proceeds. Visit them at puretesla.com/tidbits. Lastly, the free way to support me is simply by subscribing to the show. Either subscribe via your favorite podcast app of choice or on YouTube. This will make sure that you get the latest shows as soon as they're released. Subscribing to YouTube is especially helpful as I cannot currently monetize my YouTube channel until I reach 1,000 subscribers. Maybe someday I can crack that barrier. That'll do it for today's show. As I previously mentioned, thanks to all my current patrons and hopefully future patrons supporting the show at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. And as always, a special shout out to all the super patrons supporting the show at $10 plus level. They are Ryan Scarborough, Lee Sweet, William Henry Crew III, Dorian Steve Guberman, Ralph and Cheryl Waterhouse, Todd Sullivan, Mitch Long, Zortec LED Canada, Morven Ogg, Raymond Adebo Malkowitz, T Sportline, Vicky Kirk, Ricky Johnston, Nathan Garza, Ed Patterman, Sunil Joseph, and Joy Rodriguez. If you have feedback for me, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits and use the hashtag AskTeslaTidbits if you'd like your question to be considered for the show. Until next time, keep it charged and hit the road.